Hi everybody, it is Howard the Condo Man, and my video today is about why refinancing is not always everything it's cracked up to be. So from personal experience, I refinanced, I'm going to say 12 of my own condos with Home Trust maybe 5 years ago. I had made an attempt at developing condo buildings, which it's an understatement to say that it did not go very well, in particular with the financing. So at one time, I decided to refinance my condos with Home Trust, who's a B lender. So on the one hand, I pulled out about $2 million. On the other hand, all my interest rates went up by 3 points at the time. So my average interest rate was about 2%. It went up to 5, and my mortgage also got bigger. So the net effect of that was I was cash flowing like crazy beforehand, but after the refinance, I was at a small loss. That being said, as time went on, the interest rates obviously went up, and my 5% mortgages went up to 7 and 8% mortgages, which was a disaster because a lot of my tenants stayed. Not, not a lot of rent increases over that time, and what used to be, call it a break even, now turned into a $30,000 loss every month on my condos. So over time, I rented things out, I changed some rents, and the situation got a little bit better, but not that much better. So, that's one thing about refinancing. On the one hand, everyone thinks it's great they get to pull money out, and that money's tax free, which is wonderful. However, it dramatically increases your carrying costs and sometimes becomes unaffordable monthly. So that's one thing you need to think about when it comes to refinancing. Another thing, it's not even always doable. You have to qualify based on your personal income to pull out that refi, and it's not that easy to do with A lenders. Even in, another thing, other than not qualifying, it's sometimes whatever you're going to do with the money is not going to be a greater return than what the interest rate is. So you really got to think about whether or not you want to refinance something. And, once you're locked into a rent, there's no guarantee that you're ever going to increase that rent to make up for the extra monthly costs that you're going to be incurring. So give it a lot of thought. Think about how much more you're going to pay, do the calculation, and look at what you're actually going to be doing with the money and whether it's worth taking that risk and whether you can even carry your property with the refinance. So that's just my advice. It did not go so well for me. I will say the positive is there's no tax on that money that you take out, and that's great, which is different than selling, but nonetheless, it can dramatically increase your carrying costs with no increase in revenues, rent. So that's my 2 cents today on refinancing. Have a great day, everybody. If you're thinking about buying or selling, email me at howardscondos@gmail.com or text me at 647 892 6636. Have a nice day.